Hey guys, it's Max the Fast Talking Flipper here, and I've got some good stuff going on. Over the weekend, we sold 25 items from Friday up until Tuesday morning. Long weekend with the Martin Luther King weekend, but we sold 25 items for over $1,600. I'm going to tell you how I took 200 bucks, give or take, and turned it into over $1,500. Plus, I've got a bad return, and I'm not sure how it's going to turn out just yet, but I wanted to tell you about it and see what your thoughts on it were. Give me a few minutes, and I'll tell you how this all panned out. All right, everybody, here it is. Let me show you our total. We got 25 items going out of here today for a touch over $1,636. Now, 3 of those items I'm not going to include towards this. It's about $100 worth of sales. It's 2 Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons and a Nintendo Switch game. We bought a lot of Nintendo Switch stuff just to rob it of some pieces, and we didn't do that to make any money. We paid $200 for the lot. We knew we could part out the lot after we took the pieces out of it that we wanted, because there was some stuff in there that we wanted for our personal Nintendo Switch that we were missing for our Switch. So we bought this lot knowing we could part it out. So that's not even part of the business. We don't even include that as part of the business, even though we will have to do our taxes and stuff on it. But I'm going to take that out of here. So we got 22 items going out for what I'll call $1,536. So I've already pulled them. I've done this before and told you guys, it's just too much of a hassle to try to go through and hold a camera, do our bins, and trip over stuff. I don't want to die. So I've already pulled the stuff here. But I'll go through real quick and show you what all we've sold. We've had some really, really good sales. 5 items going out for over $100, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 4. Or right at $100 or more. So a pretty darn good weekend, one that I'm very happy about. So here's what all we've got. These are the 3 items. It's Super Mario Odyssey, sold for 35 bucks, and the 2 Joy-Cons with taxes and everything. That's about $100 right there. But those are going out separate for about $100. So this is our first item here. I've got about $2 wrapped up into that. That's a Nintendo 64. These are vintage, hard to find binoculars. They sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Metroid Prime. This one's a Nintendo DS game for the DS Lite, and I've got about $5 into that one. It sold for $28.99, but it was free shipping on that one. Only pay $3 or $4 for shipping on that. I've got 3 lots of micro machines, Star Wars micro machines here. One lot for $6.99, another lot for $9.99, and another lot for $19.99. The gentleman paid, looks like about $16 in shipping. I'm going to combine those and refund some of his shipping. He should only pay probably $5 in shipping. So I've got to refund some of that, but I have $2 a piece in each one of those lots there. So I've got $6 total into that sale. This is that Johann Haviland the blue Garland. These are salad dessert plates. Man, if I've got $1 in all these, I would be shocked. We got so many lots out of that lot. We only paid $37 for it, and I bet you we turned $1,000 in profit off of that total lot of $37 investment. So I'll say I've got $1 in these, and we turned them into $19.99 plus shipping on top. The LGB train back there. I bought 10 trains, but one of them was worth about $300. We paid $250 for all 10 trains, and the one sold for $300 and put us immediately into the profit. I'll say we've got $10 into that train, just because it wasn't one of the high dollar trains. We sold this one for $50 plus shipping. Then, I told you about these crayons before, and they finally sold. It did take them a little over a month. We bought those on December the 2nd for $1. Turned them into $119.99 plus shipping. That is definitely a bolo. Farewell Dandelion. If you find those out, new sealed, big money right there. Each one of those packages could sell for $8 to $9 by itself. So we got $1 into $119. That's one of our big sales for the weekend. This one here, a Ralph Lauren polo shirt. Paid $2, turned into $11.69 on that one. The next train car here, I do have a little bit into this. I gave $70 for 4 train cars. All of these old Jim Beam decanters, they're all empty. And that's one thing that you do have to show when you list these, is that they're upside down with the cap open. I got $30 out of this one, gave $70 for 4 of them. The one that was the most value listed for, I think, $90, $80, something like that. So I'll say that I've got, we'll call it 20 into that guy there, and we turned it into 30. Not a great deal, but once the other trains sell and everything, you know, leaks through, we'll probably go a little bit more than double our money on it. I've got a Fitbit Versa 3, one of the higher dollar items that I did pay for. This one's a soft gold version, sold for $109.99. I did pay up on this. I got 6 of them for $300. So I've got $50 into each one, but it sold for $109.99 free shipping. It goes first class. It'll probably cost me about $6 to ship it. Not too bad. Next, the Champions of Norath Gauntlet, 7 Sorrows. Decent game here for PS2. We got it complete, I believe, maybe, something like that. I gave $1 for it at a local rummage sale and got $39.99 out of it. Not too shabby there. Cannot complain. So that one brings us up to our big sale of the weekend, an accordion. How often do you get to sell an accordion? Not often enough. I don't know anything about accordions. I took it out, I put it on, slung it around. It makes accordion noises. That's what I put in my ad. I don't know how to play it. I believe that it's working the way it should be. It sold for $299 plus shipping on top. Shipping on it was $75. So that one, I gave $50 for, I'm going to say. I want to say I paid $30 for it. I can't remember. I got it from an online auction. But I'm going to say I paid $50 for it just because I cannot remember exactly what it was. And it sold for $299 plus shipping. These shoes here, gave $1 for them. Sold them for $31.45 on a sale. Can't complain about that at all. Another $100 item, Ninja Turtles. This one we got in our reseller lot. I'll call it $10 that we might have into that total. $10. And we sold it for $99.95 plus shipping. So right at $100. Another amiibo. One of our last amiibos. We've run out of almost all of our amiibos. I've got $2 into that guy. Turned him into 10. And sold another one of our micro machines. I've got $2 into those. And that's the Star Wars Micro Machines Jawas figure. Pretty cool little set, actually. Sold those for $29.99 plus shipping. This one, I do believe I have $10 into, and it didn't sell for a ton. Sold for $24.99, but I turned a pretty decent profit on it. So I can't complain. I got it with a bunch of other Legos, and that's why I paid so much for it, because the other ones were worth way more than that one is. A Star Wars Micro Machine vehicle lot. Just random vehicles. Again, probably $2 into these. And I have $39.99 that I got out of them. The big long golf club that's in the way right there. I don't know exactly what I got assigned to it. I probably got 10 or 15 golf clubs all at once, and I usually only pay $20 a bag when I feel like they're going to be worth parting out. So I might have $2 into it, and at the most 3, at the very, very most 3, and sold it for $21 plus shipping. Got a set of headphones. I don't even know where these came from. This is one of the ones that was here already when we got started on our reselling journey 6 months ago. I'll assign $5 to them. I don't know that I ever bought them. They might have come with a bunch of stuff that I already had, but I'll assign $5 for them. They sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Our last item is a set of Red Wing shoes, a pair of Red Wing shoes. We have $8 into these. $8 into about 100 pair of Red Wing shoes that we bought all together for as store returns and new old stock. Gave $8 and they sold for $71.99 plus shipping. So that's our entire sales over the weekend. Everything you see here on the table, $1,636 plus shipping on top for the most part of everything. I think this was about the only guy that gave free shipping. Maybe that one gave free shipping as well, but not too much that we ate the shipping on. So what I want to get into is a return that we've got. And maybe you've seen this before. It was a multimeter, a $500 multimeter. I did pay up on it. I paid $200, but it sold quickly. Sold in a week or two. Paid $200. It was brand new in the box, a Fluke multimeter with extra attachment. sold to a lab somewhere up in Wisconsin. And immediately upon receiving it, they said, oh, we opened it up and realized it was the wrong one. We didn't mean to order this, and that's our fault. Can you return it? We don't offer free returns. We haven't jumped on that boat yet. And this is kind of one of the reasons why we don't. They got it and said, we want to return it, and we have already opened it. Well, at that point, we're worried because this new in the box multimeter is now no longer new. It's less value. And I didn't want to return it. And I straight up said, no, you're going to have to resell that on your end because you've decreased the value significantly enough that we feel that we're going to be slighted if we do return it. Never heard anything back. We declined to return. We never heard anything else. Today, the mailman brings me a box and it says refused on a label. And there's a label covering up the shipping address of the person. So we go through and we look up who it is, and it's that multimeter. Now, upon closer inspection of the box has been cut open. And you can see that they've retaped it over our tape that was already on there. And the way we can tell for sure that it's been retaped is when we close a box, when we are done shipping, the last thing we do is put the label on. So we tape the box shut, and then a label goes over top of everything. It may go over tape, it may not go over tape. In this particular instance, it did go over tape. So when they put the new tape on, they had to tape over our label. They didn't cut the label when they took the tape, or when they opened it up in the first place, but they did have to retape over the label. So we knew that somebody had been in there after us. So we've contacted eBay for Business, and we're eagerly waiting to see. My thought is that's mail fraud. They can't return that back to us once they've opened it because they didn't like what was inside. That's not how refusing or return to sender works. They should have to pay that. Even if they're trying to do something nefarious with us, they should still have to pay that. So I'm in the process of talking to eBay for Business. I haven't heard back from them in a few minutes, and I want to see what your guys' thoughts on that are. I hope that we don't have to file charges or something silly with them, because I have had to do that in the past when I got some weird stuff back on another package. But that's another discussion for another day. So tell me what you think. What you think would go on with that. And tell me what you would like to see in future videos, like how we did this here. Because this is no joke. We have about $200, give or take, right here, invested, and we turned it into over $1,500. And if we can do this, you can too. So remember, subscribe, like, hit the bell, tell your friends, do all that stuff. Comment down below, bleep bloop, that's what that is. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to see. Let me know what's good, what's not good about what we're doing. And also tell me about what you think with this return. I'll update you in other videos, and we'll go from there, figure out what's going on with that. Until then, we will see you on the next one. So real quick before I cut off for the day, I wanted to be real transparent here, because one thing that people may not understand about what the title says, and I want to not have as much clickbait as possible. Looking at you, Casey. Shots fired. But after everything's said and done, $1,500 in sales, right? On the eBay side of things. And out of that, I just printed off all my shipping labels, $202. That's down to now $1,300 in sales, right? Tax is also paid on top of all that as well. So we'll take another $100 off. I paid $200 for everything. That's another $200 off. So we'll call it $1,000 coming into a check in my pocket. I've got to pay taxes out of that. We'll call it 30%. My take home for the weekend, after taxes, after everything, probably about $700. Guys, I don't have much time put into sourcing this stuff, listing it, and everything. I might have maybe 10 total hours that I'll invest in making $700. That's why I say this is one of the easiest jobs to have. So I wanted to be transparent, let you know what I've got, and there we are. $700 total after taxes, everything. I'm going to go to Sizzler.